Happy now? Bro.
Doesn't Sammy Sosa look like Pepto Bismol?
I mean, I guess. He looks like Sinbad's other cousin. Your ass look like Nightwolf in that shirt. Mike, you look like Nightwolf in that shirt. Nightwolf.
Nightwolf?
Yeah.
I gotta go for this. I'm Timon. Where's Pumbaa? Over there! Pumbaa! 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 Is he cool or Nightwolf?
Nightwolf.
Nothing in there. Like hanging around with it all day. That's what I do. I'm fine. I just don't understand.
Slowly speaking in microaggression. That's because you really complain, but then when somebody, what's wrong?
Yeah, man, that's a relationship.
Speaking of complaints.
No, I don't complain. I don't complain on the simple fact that I'm not willing to listen to when it's your turn to complain. Like so, I don't complain. I don't complain because it's easier for me. I look less like a douchebag when I be like, I don't want to hear this shit. But if I do that after I did, like, I get some shit. It's like, I know the same thing. It's like, no. It's about me, man.
Yeah, okay, I feel that.
So I don't complain.
I get that. Is it like mainly when one goes
In general, I don't complain.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah, I'm over here. You know, they don't ever say that because it's also the restaurant industry, so it's really handy. It's mad handy, and I'm the only dude, and I'm not using my hand. So, yeah. Look, you think sexual harassment, like guys on the girls, like that's what's on TV and like man, but when it's the other way around, bro, bro, and what I do is I just own that shit, bro. Like some days, like our slower days, I wear jogging pants to work, bro. Like, yeah. I wear jogging pants. Their tables are like right here. Yeah. It's like you might as well call that place Peckers, bro. Yeah, well, yeah. Don't ever tell her I do. She'll be like, what? Nah, I wouldn't ever. Nigga, not even fucked up. When I get fucked up, I go and have a private conversation with my. All right, we're not going to say shit. We're not supposed to fucking. Yeah, gotta clam it up, gotta shut the fuck up. It's like the police. Like, show up, shut the fuck up. We take you to jail. Shut the fuck up. Have you seen those attorney commercials? Like, attorney lesson number one today. We're pulled over or being arrested or being treated ungratefully. What's the number one rule we do? And he hands it to the other lawyer. He's like, shut the fuck up. It's like you get pulled over, you got a gun in your car. Shut the fuck up.
Just because you did it doesn't mean you're guilty.
Yeah. No, don't call that dude. He's like, I need $2,000 up front. Yeah, I got you. You like, you still go to jail. That motherfucker's like, well, we tried.
I like the Glenn Lerner radio commercials where it like literally sounds like Glenn Lerner is mentally retarded. And then they go.
No.
And then they go, Glenn Lerner is only like
Wait.
Somebody else.
But nothing beats Freedom Francis DeRacy. He's like,
Yeah.
he looks like he's looking like he's stroking out on a commercial. Oh.
Because he's 102. Early 90s,
No, bro.
man.
Bro,
I remember him.
look. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They be like, that's what I'm keep doing.
It's still called playing an indigo tape.
Yeah, bro. If it ain't broke.
I remember that because it works.
Yeah. Well, when you have the same marketing strategy for 30 years, it's like, all you gotta say is 588. Everybody like 200-300. Yeah. If you keep the marketing strategy the same. What's the other one? What's the other one? When he's like, you need money for that broke down car? Like, that commercial's been playing for like 40 years. And it's the same commercial. Do you know that dude got paid like $60 to shoot that commercial? And that shit has been airing for 40 years. Do you think he's still trying to rock that same hairstyle and stash so he can be like, yo man, I'm the dude from the Rent-A-Wreck.
I'm so sick of Flo.
Flo's rich as shit.
Joe, why does she?
With Progressive?
Yeah, Flo.
I love Progressive. I love Flo. Yeah, she's amazing. She's witty. She has this like because she's all buttoned up, you know she's a freak. Does that? Hey, we all know Flo is a freak. Oh. Word. Okay. All right. I'm gonna double check on that. Yeah. Yeah. Is this good? Yeah, man. Just random spitballing, bro. Trying my best not to go over the material that I want to shoot.
How about that M&M's commercial that has scaring Santa? You remember that one?
Yeah, and then his feet fell, and then he fall to the side, and then yeah. Random spitballing, bro. Trying my best not to go over the material.
That's how fucking old those commercials are. I remember them as a kid. Oh shit! Oh!
She got regular garnishing on.
We got starters, now we got the pins.
Well, it's not even rocking the sign.
Oh shit! Oh man, I love your kicks.
First the sailor hat, now this.
What's your Tupac jacket? Your Mac Belly jacket.
Oh man, I really wanted that Versace off the glass.
It is.
I say go for it.
What's up, Casey? Is that Burberry?
All right, baby. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I showed up after all of these guys.
Just make sure you don't go after him. Yes. Last week, he fucking scored.
Oh yeah.
No bump, no bump. Never a bump. Never a bump. Never a bump. Never nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I showed up after all of these guys. Why? You probably do a snap, don't you? Like, do that. Yeah, that's what Billy does. I be like, and Billy does it every time. Even if we knuckle bump, Billy go. Yeah.
That's how he gets started.
That's what Billy does. Callback. Yeah.
Stay on.
I call it wild turkey. So when I do it, the girls that I work with. No. I do this. When somebody like has a hand, I pop my wild turkey.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Well, they may not be recording just yet. Go to the website and find out if they're recording. Yeah, my throat hurts. Yeah, I need a loss.
Oh, hey guys. I'm gonna move away from the mic.
They may not be.
What's up?
My throat hurts. Yeah, I need a loss.
Hey guys. I'm gonna move away from the mic. What's up? Oh my gosh, I can hear you.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
How much of a delay there is?
Penis.
Yeah, that's
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
How we doing tonight, everybody? Are we here to have a good time this evening?
Yeah.
If it wasn't said to you when you walked in, and I'm not going to point out the people that I didn't say this to because it'll make me feel like a worse worker. Whenever you're ready, go on up to the bar, and Eric will take care of you in terms of food or drink. I'm definitely not looking at you. Just want to let you guys know over there. Sorry about that. I'm out of it. So, yes, just that. Whenever you guys are ready, going up to the bar and he'll take care of you. Eric's wonderful. He's not as attractive as I am, but he's twice the worker. So we've got that going. How's everybody doing tonight? We good?
Amazing.
Good? All right, so we are live streaming right now on earcandyradio.com. So I'm still going to say what I want. I'm still going to do what I want. You're still going to say what you want. You're still going to do what you want, except for one thing. You are going to get the fuck off of my stage right now.
Okay. Yeah, this part.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was inconsiderate of me.
That's okay. I had some stuff planned. I had some funny things I was going to say, and weird things have happened, and my mind is elsewhere, so we're just going to focus on people that are here to be funnier than me. So you guys ready for your first comic? Yeah! Are you guys ready for the best smelling, best looking, nicest skinned, just most wonderfully manicured human being you've ever met?
Yes!
He comes from, by way of 12 and 20, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for Mr. Rodney Rebels.
Wow, thank you, Jeff. That was generous. I just bathe regularly, that's all. Do nothing extra. Ask my girl, she'd be like, you could throw an extra shower in there if you wanted to. Anyway, what's going on, y'all? Yeah? I want to know, do I got any fellow, hospitality, servers, bartenders? Yeah? Like, for real? Are y'all, no, not like...
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
It's not like a crowd work exercise. I'm trying to connect with y'all. Do y'all really work in the industry?
How we doing tonight, everybody?
Yeah? Okay. Who said you see? All right. I'm listening. You got some easy people in the house. Everybody else are terrible people. Man, I love being a comedian, and I love waiting tables. And the only thing that I love more than that is being a comedian that wait tables. That shit has been fucking with me. Because, I don't know, y'all. As a comedian, I feel like I have a social responsibility to talk about shit that's going on, in society. I share a lot of that shit in my jokes, But when I'm waiting tables, technically, I'm on
doing tonight? We good?
company's time. and I'm supposed to be
All
really
right,
just
so we
talking
are
about the
live
menu.
streaming
But
right now on earcandyradio.com.
sometimes people need to be fucked with because they come in fucking with me.
So I'm still going.
And I have a few things that I
want.
do as I start serving, welcome to such and such restaurant. Can I get you anything to drink as you look over the menu? And they're usually like, let me just get a coffee. And I'll be like, okay, I'll bring you the coffee. I'll also bring you a sidecar of water. No one likes to drink just coffee. He's like, no, I don't need the water. And I'm like, look, bro, you're not in Flint. I'm just bringing you the water, okay? And he's like, what? I'm just playing. I do shit like that. Fuck with people. I bring the drinks back. I'll put down the coffee, put down the water, and I'll be like, are you trying to save the turtles or the trees? No. Here's your napkins and your straws. Boom. And people are like, some people get it like, I see what you did there. And other people are like, oh my God, that fucking turtle. And I'm like, yeah, the one that they were pulling that fucking straw out of his nose? That turtle knows how to fucking party. And they're always like, the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, all right. I fuck with people all the time, y'all. That's what I do. I pride myself on it. Sometimes there's people that come in and are like, you absolutely know, like, these people deserve to get fucked with. And I'm sorry, y'all, but it's mainly white people. I just mainly mess with white people. Because, like, it's like, I have some really, really cool white friends, and I can almost, like, pinpoint the type of cool white person you are. I can see it, like, how you walk, how you talk, how you say hello to me. I'd be like, that's a cool white motherfucker. That's like, maybe like, oh, that's a cool black dude. He's not fucking robbing or shooting nobody. That's amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so when I see people that come in, like, all right, I'll give you an example. This is a true story. My restaurant closes at 3 p.m. Table walks in, 240, 4 top, 2 older white women, older white gentlemen, and what seemed to be a 13-year-old mixed girl. And they're like, I tell them, you can come in, but we close at 3, and they just walk past me and like seat themselves. I sure we have enough time to order. I was like, oh, I don't know how yet, but I'm about to fuck with y'all. The opportunity came up in the second order, the second lady. It was just the way she said how she wanted her eggs. And how would you enjoy your eggs today? She said, I want my whites done. And I said, and your blacks segregated. And I just moved on to and like you could hear the assholes go at the table. And I was like, look, y'all don't have to feel uneasy about it if you just renounce the racism. All you have to do is just be like, hey, that's not funny, or you're silly dude, but just not saying anything. I was like, and that's how I know you like your black segregated, because you ain't saying shit. Hey, y'all, that's my time.
All right, keep it going for Rodney Revels, everybody. Okay, all right, I settled a little bit, so I'm gonna crowd work, you know what I mean? Do you have a type?
Type of what?
Woman. Breathing. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I don't want you to hit me. Everything about you says, yeah, that makes sense. Don't hit me. Type. Breathing. I've heard you sing. Your type is whatever the fuck you want it to be, Mike Banks. Type. Big. He likes big girls. Well, I know your type. I know your type. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, come on. It's my Eskimo brother right here. Same time, too. It's weird. I enjoyed it, though. Yeah, high five, buddy. No, well, I mean, you didn't make eye contact. I was staring at you the whole time. Dean. Brunettes is the first serious answer we've gotten. Thank you very much, Dean. Why specifically brunettes? That's fair. I like that. All right, it's personal preference. All right, close your ears for me. I'm going to ask a couple. This is dangerous, all right? close your ears. Just pretend we're not listening. Sir, what is your type? Say it again?
Yeah!
All right, cool. Really good answer. If anybody was curious what my type was, married. I really like married girls. And I gotta tell you, married girls really enjoy me. Because everything about me, as I said earlier, everything that you said describes what you're all about, and I get that. Everything about me says disposable. It's very much so a one-use only situation, you know what I mean? And if you got a husband who's let himself go and you want somebody to put 0.5% more effort in the bedroom, like, I'm your guy. 0.5% more with 1/2 inch less. Like, that's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? God damn, I'm funny. You guys ready for your next comic? Give it up for the one man in this bar that gave me a serious answer, Mr. Dean Jernigan.
I was going to talk about something else right off the bat, but something occurred right over here at young Brandon King's table that I wanted you all to know about. Coffee Black pulled some old gangster barbecue moves. As he came through the door, I see Coffee out of the corner of his eye scope out the lobster fries on Brandon King's table and veered his course to say hello. Brandon King, being the friendly young man that he was, said, "Hey, Coffee, have you tried these fries?" And Coffee said, "No, I haven't." And a fork appeared in his hand. Now, I don't know if this motherfucker had it in his back pocket, in his shoe, in the neckline of his shirt. It just, no. I haven't tried those fries, Brandon. Thank you for asking. And then he looked into the fries like it was some sort of alien swirl he'd never seen. He was like, "Is that cheese on those fries? Let me get a little, oh, that can't be bacon. I've never heard of that." That little swirl, and every new ingredient, he went for another scoop. Until he had about 1/3 of these lobster fries piled on his fork. And in one fell swoop, gone. Fork away. I didn't see where it went. Batman's got nothing on him. Good God. Gangster shit, man. I smoke a lot of pot. And I was cleaning out some glass pieces I had and some bowls the other day. And I was looking at that pile of resin. It looked like somebody had fed a baby some spicy food from another culture. And I thought for a second, I should save this shit. For the apocalypse. Right? I mean, think about it. What's going to last longer, your weed or your toilet paper? Right? Because if you're like me, you got a little bit of PTSD from 2020, and you just might have 175 rolls tucked under your bed right now. But at any given time, I only got about a week's worth of weed. Right? And you can't really stockpile weed like you can toilet paper. I can't afford it. And it dries out. It's worthless after a while. But resin lasts. See, we used to appreciate resin. Right? When you finish your joint, you would take that roach and you would have a special little secret pill bottle you would put it in. Right? And then you'd save it up. When you ran out of weed, you would use those to make this extra powerful joint called a roach joint. Right? And then when you smoked that up, you would save that roach too. You would put it in a little carved spot where you kept all your incense, because this was an extra special joint. This was a second generation roach joint. This was amazing shit. Right? We used to appreciate it. There's no such thing as a third generation roach joint. Rookie, it doesn't exist. There's too much resin. You can't suck it. We used to appreciate resin. We don't now. And if I'd have saved all that resin over the last 20 years, I'd have a bowling ball of resin sitting in my freezer right now. And wouldn't you feel better going into the apocalypse knowing you've got 25 pounds of resin stored away? Oh, yeah. You can't tell anybody about it, right? And I know what you're thinking, right? It feels dirty, smoking resin. It feels like the crack cocaine of the weed world. Like 3 months in, you'll be like, hey, man, I'll suck your dick for some Cheetos. Not the way it is, though, man. It needs just rebranded. I'm not going to call it resin anymore. It's going to be called apocalypse weed when you just got to make do. That'll make it all switch over, man. You can keep using it. I'm telling you, you got to keep it secret, though. You can't tell anybody about it. That'll get you killed. That'll get you killed early in the apocalypse. That'll get you killed before people are even hungry. You'll be getting shot at brunch. You'll be sitting there with your Spam sandwich, only one in a good mood because you're high and everybody else isn't. And they'll sniff you out, man. They'll be like, Dean, you smell like weed. Are you high? And I'm like, no, man. It was a little bit of resin I scraped together. Man, you've been saying that shit for 9 months. What the fuck is this, the biggest ball of resin I ever heard of? Well, getting killed for your life's work, that's a real son of a bitch, you know? Anyway, that's my time. I'm Dean Jernigan. There we go.
Man, okay. Dean Jernigan, just keep it going. My God. So we don't have a show tomorrow. We don't have a comedy show tomorrow. However, we have one on the 16th. Dean, buddy, you want to do a guest spot on the 16th?
I have a show.
Well, fuck you, buddy. That's fine. Man, okay, so this is going to sound really weird. So, like, don't think, like, all right, how many of you know my mother? Like, have met her from coming here? Like, Connie Webb, like, she's good people. She's high a lot of the time. Fuck you, Kenny. We don't say things like that about Connie Webb. But my mother taught me the ins and outs of the devil's lettuce. And I myself have a pill bottle filled with roach joints as well. So that was like, it was like, oh man. It's like somebody giving a speech about my family's habits. It's wonderful. Like for a long time. All right, I grew weed in my house for a minute, all right? And by a minute, I mean it was about a minute because somebody got pissed off at me and told the cops about it, and they came and took it away from me. So it was a bad time. It was a bad time. I was afraid to buy weed. I was afraid to do anything with the devil's lettuce. And my mother had just a bag. Like, I'm talking like a gallon bag of roaches stretching back from the Ronald Reagan administration. And it was like smoking a time machine. So, yes, to everything that Dean said, yes. You know what? I don't remember who's supposed to be coming up now.
Are you going in order?
No, I'm not going in order. So, with that being the case...
Steven Saylor.
That's what I was going to do, jackass. Steven, come on. Just clap for Steven. Clap for Steven. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your next comic? Ladies and gentlemen, this next comic, fuck the bartender's wife, Steven Saylor.
That is a true story, and we were both oblivious to the other one knowing up until 2 days ago. He knew the whole time. I didn't know that he knew, and I wasn't going to be like, hey, dude, I smashed your wife, because that's awkward. But now that we got that out of the way, let's just never talk about it again. It's fine. It's cool.
I was really just going to drop it on one day.
I
know what you did.
It would have been cool if you did, but I also would have been pissed off that you didn't tell me sooner. This week, something crazy happened. One of the people I deem a god, Eddie Van Halen, passed away. And I saw all over the place, everyone saying, "Oh, rest in peace, rest in paradise." It's like, shut the fuck up. If you're not wishing him have fun, keep on running with the devil, then you're a fucking idiot. That's all I gotta say. There's a lot of things in the world I just don't understand, and bumper stickers are one of them. You guys ever be driving behind somebody and see their bumper stickers, and you're just like, you're fucking stupid. I don't care if you're the world's greatest dad. I don't care if you're the world's best dog mob. I don't care if you want to fucking coexist. Just drive the fucking speed limit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. And most of the time, it's like a really young girl either trying to do her goddamn makeup. It's like, you can spend all time, you're still going to be fucking ugly. Like, stop, I don't care. Or it's a really fucking old people. And there's one thing I got to say. Old people, when you get to about 66, 67, there's two things that you need to lose. It's the right to fucking vote and the right to drive. Because I'm tired of getting to work late. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Is 35 really that fast for you? If it is, die already. Just die. You don't matter. You know what would be great? If you died and got put into the ground to return as matter. That would be awesome. Die already, old people. Thank you. Oh, man. Old people. And then I'm going to tell a story about my grandparents. My grandparents were wild. My grandpa was in Vietnam, but not like the war. He was just stationed in Hawaii. And we recently found out that he got a little too frisky while out in Hawaii with the Hawaiian ladies. He was laying lays all over the fucking place. And so we got this uncle. And I always knew it was weird when we were playing like games like Loteria or Uno. Any Mexican people in the crowd? The one Latin girl who was brown over there left, so no one else. Candy, you don't fucking count. So we're playing Loteria, we're playing Uno, and my grandmother would always fucking win. And my grandpa would be like, "She's just a cheater." Well, he robot voice because he was a 3-pack-a-day smoker. All of our camping gear had the Marlboro logo on it, is what I'm saying. So, I always knew when it was weird, she'd get pissed off and say, "Fuck you, Juan," throw the fucking chips, or throw the goddamn cards and walk out, and him just grinning. "I still won. I'm the winner. You never left me, ahora. You never left me. I'm the winner, pinche bitch." I always knew that was weird. Then come to later find out 12 years later, we got a fucking uncle. And that's why she got so mad. That's why she got so mad. Because he cheated on her. And that's not cool. You don't cheat on people. People's feelings matter, all right? And so, that's all I'm saying. That's my time, guys. Thank you very much.
Steven Saylor is the Rachel Dolezal of brown people. And if you don't know what that reference is, thank you. Coffee got it. Yeah, listen to him. So that's how you should be laughing, in case you're curious. That's how good of a joke that was. Rachel Dolezal was the white woman that darkened her skin so that she could play off as black and be the head of the NAACP. All right, so now do we understand? All right, I'm going to make the joke one more time. Steven Saylor is the Rachel Dolezal of brown people. All right, there we go. There it is. All right, good. Shut up, Eric. That man banged your wife. All right. I'm going to get off the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Sticky Fingers Banks, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
You know, it was my idea to go by Sticky Fingers, and I definitely don't like it, so never doing that again. It's interesting following the comedians we've seen. I mean, I think old people are fine and don't need to die. Dean, are we still cool? I was also nervous to follow Dean. That energy was crazy. Also, I smoked his weed before the show. I might start tripping too like that. I'm very nervous. But I was going to recommend the chicken wings, but it sounds like those truffle fries are where it's at. I don't know. Lobster fries. But no, seriously, you guys should eat the chicken wings. They're amazing. They brought back the chicken wings, even though they never should have taken them off the menu anyway. Like, Jeff, you guys pass through the. I don't even know what joke I'm gonna say. Oh, I know what it was. You guys rotate around the menu more than my high school girlfriend rotated around the football team. That's what it was. I can't tell jokes. So I'm just going to talk up here tonight. Let me guys ask you something. I feel like people that have to come out as gay, it must be so hard because it's like such a personal thing. Like nobody has to like share any other details about their sexual life, right? Like imagine if at the Thanksgiving table I just blurted out, "I love fat bitches, Dad." It's like, what? People would drop their forks. My dad would be like, "Hey, me too, son. Cheers to that." The spirit of the holidays. You guys ever gotten head from a bald girl before? You can't stop staring. I mean, that's not what I meant when I said I love watching her head. That's not it. Let me guys give you this advice, though. Do not get drunk and let that happen, or you'll have a heart attack. You'll be like, "Oh no, is that Steve? Oh, not again." I agree that we should get more people to vote, but it's really awkward seeing it advertised all over social media. I mean, it's even on Tinder, which is crazy because while they're trying to remind me to go to the polls, I'm swiping on girls that I recognize from polls. I think it's a good sign, though. I mean, if Tinder's trying to remind me to vote, I think that might be a sign that I'm about to get fucked. That's an occasion for you guys. That's my first joke ever with the F word in it. You guys were here to witness it. That's great. Also, Billy's in the room. I'll talk. I did mushrooms for the first time. It was pretty crazy. The first thing I did was I bought a shit ton of fur coats. He wasn't listening, but that's all right. I wish I could tell my teenage self that being an adult is not all that it's hyped up to be, you know? Especially this money thing, you know? Like, because, you see, I went to college so I could make more money. Turns out now I just work for Sally Mae, right? It's crazy. You guys ever, it's getting so bad now. You guys ever, like, pump gas into your car and the gas light is still on afterwards? I mean, I don't drive that much, really, you know? But my car's all right, though. My car's a push to start. Usually takes about 3 people to get it going. It's better than my last car. My last car took 4 of my friends to get off. And my last girlfriend took 5. It was a new tag. I just wanted to do that old joke so I could just squeeze that one tag into there. So I'm done. You guys liked it. All right. Yeah, my ex-girlfriends are not good people. Goodbye.
Mike Banks, everybody. Come on, give it up. So, fun fact about Mike Banks, I played football at his high school. We have some things to talk about. You guys ready for your next comic? All right, I can't tell, but I'm going to bring him up anyway. Please put your hands together for Reese Merritt.
How's it going, everybody? You've learned, don't woo at that question. That's not an answer. I love you guys. I started my new job today. Yeah. I spent 7 hours bagging bread at Walmart. I was told I was doing a great job 10 times within 7 hours. I'm not sure if they thought I was actually doing a great job or if I'm just retarded and they were trying to make me feel better. Either way, that bar is really fucking low there. Like, that's fucking nuts. Like, I imagine the average family tree looks like a cactus for most people who go there. Just one straight line, might diverge here and there. You don't want to get too close to it anyway. I heard 2 guys in line when I was buying my shit and getting ready to go on break. they were talking about the other guy in front of us in line. He had a box of Tampax Pearls. That was it. And they were like, I can't believe he's going to let himself get embarrassed like that. Only thing I said to these guys is, you must hate getting head, gentlemen. Because that's true. I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form that if a man buys you tampons that you have to go down on him. In no way, shape, or form am I saying that. But I imagine that dog might roll over one or two more times if you get that treat. Strangely pro-feminist blowjob material. I'm fine with it. That I learned that trick when I was 15 years old. The girl I was dating at the time, she was 19. I wasn't like super smooth. She just had daddy issues, and I was A-okay with it. She texts me when I'm on my way home from school, because that was a healthy relationship if I've ever heard one, saying that she forgot to stock up on her way home and asked me if I could pick up some. And so I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'll be the nice guy. And I tell my friend, hey, swing by Walgreens really quick, let's get this done. So I just beeline for the tampon aisle, and I am immediately out of my depth. I have no fucking clue. I'm looking at all these boxes like I'm trying to put 100 seconds on a microwave. Some of you got that immediately, some need to try it at home, but I promise you could figure it out. And my friends, they're just dogging the shit out of me. That standard 15-year-old shit where their cycles are syncing up. Isn't that cute? The cashier, she's one of those 50-year-old women who didn't need the job. She just wanted one because she was bored. She sees what I'm doing, understands that I'm a nice person for what I'm doing, and says, hey, don't listen to these guys. Go get that Ben & Jerry's, the double chocolate one. I'll pay for it if you can't. In fact, I'll suck your dick if she doesn't after this. Okay, fucking noted. And she was right. It fucking worked. She immediately took me to her car and started going down. I understand this isn't like a family-friendly show anymore after all the resin jokes. But I begin to immediately panic. Because I was 15. That was the first sexual experience I had ever fucking had. I missed out on those very two vital months in a young man's life of doing internal sign language in the back of movie theaters, waiting to get that white-knuckled, kung fu gripped hand job when her dad's not looking. Have you had one recently? You laughed hard at that. Oh God, those were terrible. Any man remember those? Their first hand job, where you're kind of grinning, right? They were terrible. They were the worst. You had to grit your teeth, oh, you're doing great. Oh, you're going to be able to practice at home if you keep pulling like that. So I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I had this internal drill instructor who was just kind of pulling random shit out of the air. Maybe dad gave you some advice. Hold the flashlight better, dumbass. That didn't help at all. Okay, I need some therapy. And so I start making my best porn noise. Some of you got that immediately. I make this sound that's... Yes, you are right to make that noise. Because she was freaked out too. But I did it every 8 seconds. Why 8 seconds? Because 8's my lucky number and I needed to feel safe. One time I missed one. I missed my 8 count. And so I decided in 16 seconds to do a super long one. This... she appeased a Chinese emperor. And, I didn't want her to feel weird, so I kept doing it. And just to put a quick ribbon on this, because I see the light, when I turned 19, 2 things happened. 1, I got a cease and desist letter from Walgreens. It was about time. It was long overdue. 2, she and I started dating again. And she told me that night she felt like she was going down on the guy who used to do those movie trailers. You know, that one man, one desire.
Tom Cruise in his most impossible mission yet, convincing us he isn't 5'2". Like Nippolite.
So what I used to do is whenever we would commence the Beast with Two Backs, whenever a dealer would resupply, I would go,
get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Coming on a face near you.
That's my time. My name's Reese Merritt. I love each and every one of you. And remember to smile through the bullshit because it's not going to stop, neither should you. Have a great one, everybody.
Give it up for Pablo, everybody. Come on, put your hands together for him. Ladies and gentlemen, Gerard Moxley, everybody. Come on, put your hands together. Gerard Moxley.
It's the clap I deserve. Thank you. Thank you. So there's been a lot of energy in here tonight, and allow me to bring it down. That's really what's going to happen. It's very monotone, and everyone's upset. So, it doesn't look like it, but I'm getting a little older. I have the average height of a 7th grader, so you're like, you're not that old? No, I am. I'm getting in my mid-30s, and all the years of working in restaurants and alcoholism is starting to catch up with me, and it's starting to show in ways of if I do chores, if I have one load of laundry to do, I'm going to get blackout drunk. If I have to Swiffer my floors, I'm going to get blackout drunk. And then yesterday I went to go to the liquor store, and I was checking out, and the guy behind me was like, "You having a party?" And I was like, in my head, I'm like, no. This is my every other day liquor store purchase. But instead I looked at him and I was like, yeah, party of one. And he's like, can I be invited? And I was like, okay, this is getting weird. And I was like, all right, yeah, whatever, man. And then I was in my car and I watched him go to his car and I was like, what if I just took him up on it? And like ran up to him and I was like, "Hey man, were you serious about that invite to my party of one that I told you about?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" "No, I'm the guy with all the alcohol. Do you want to come to my party?" He's like, and I'm like, I have stuffed animals that I just hang out with and drink with, and we play Russian roulette, and I win every time. I've won all the games. Do you want to come to my party?" Like, dude, what the fuck? And then I'm like, get in the fucking car. Get in the fucking car. I got a basement toilet. And then all of a sudden he's on the basement toilet. He's like, what am I doing here? And I'm like, dude, it's because what I'm about to do to you, you're about to shit yourself. Because I've done this like 4 more times. But I learned to put them on the basement toilet because they end up shitting themselves. Are you ready? Are you ready for the game? Sorry, guys. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is, because it couldn't be anything other than what it is. Because if it was that, it couldn't be what it was. Because that would be not what it is. Because it is what it is. Sorry, that shit pisses me off when people say that. I went home for Christmas one day, and my family was saying that. My aunts, uncles, everyone was like, it is what it is. I'm like, well, what else would it be? What else would it be? And we started drinking wine and shit, and I'm just like, what else would it be? It couldn't not be. And then we did this shit. It was like a snake eating itself. It didn't really work. Yeah. Then we started fist fighting. Guys, I got it for us. I wrote the song for us. Someone else is gonna have to sing it, but I'm writing the song. It's to WAP. It's the male version of WAP. It's called Bad. It's a big ass dick. It's called Bad, dude. I got it for us. They get theirs, that's fine. I love a wet ass pussy. But a lady loves a big ass dick. So it's like you don't cook, you don't clean, you don't get this big ass dick. So fuck you too. We can. That's fine. Listen, I don't have a big ass dick, so I'm not the guy to sing it. I have a mediocre dick, but I can't say mediocre dick because that's mad. So now I'm mad. Now I'm mad, and no one respects a bad man. No one respects a madman. But also, I don't have a small ass dick because that's sad, and no one's threatened. No one's threatened by a man threatening with a small ass, a sad dick. Now you're just sad and you have a small dick. This shit does not work. I think Chipotle is how white people are dealing with white guilt. Because white people love Chipotle, but that shit gives you diarrhea it does. They got me once, they got me twice, they got me thrice. And I shit at home, so I'm driving back and forth, just driving, catching trains, shit in my pants. My friend, he loves South Park, and he saw blood in the toilet at Chipotle, and he started taking pictures. He's like, they were right. It was like he saw a celebrity. It's white people are taking it out on themselves by eating Chipotle. They're just like, look, I know we're wrong. We're going to eat it anyway. We're going to pretend we like it. Oh, it's tearing us up inside. It's tearing us up. I'm so sorry about all the stuff we did. We're going to eat the fuck out of this. We're just going to wait in line for diarrhea. We're going to bleed in our pants for fucking diarrhea. Look, I'm going to work on that song for us guys. And I appreciate you. I love you. We'll see you next time.
Keep going for Jared Moxley, everybody. Jared Moxley. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the next great Todd McNeely, Mr. Ken Newpel, everybody. Come on.
All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Tribute. Yeah, last week I came up here and looked like I had smoked the right hand side of Brandon King's blunt. I'm better now. It's herpes. Literally, it's actually herpes inside of my eye. Moving on. Where were we? Oh, my concussion story. I remember it now. So 10 years ago I had a concussion, and long story short, I ended up with a tattoo on my ass. So I'll tell the long version of that story. So I got a concussion, and they put me on Darvocet. You may have heard of it from the class action lawsuit commercials. Because it's not good for you. So my friend and I decided on a 4-day weekend to drive from Valparaiso, Indiana to Boston and back to see our friends from a study program that we had done the year before. So we were almost there, like maybe an hour out, and I'm in the passenger seat because I'm fucked up. And I text my friend, like, hey, we should get matching tattoos. And she goes, great idea. What are we getting? And I just go, Africa. And she goes, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Alright, fine, bitch. I want a smiley face on my ass. It's the only tattoo I've ever wanted. Deal. Game on. So we're going to get matching tattoos. So we go to the tattoo parlor to make an appointment for me to get a tattoo of a smiley face on my ass. And their only request is that it be shaved by the time we come back. So my friend, who has agreed to get a matching tattoo with me, has to shave my ass before we can go back and get tattoos together. That's true friendship, guys.
So get the tattoos, and we're at their place still. So they host a party at their house just so she can get this one person there, me, who's never met anybody else there, to walk around with my ass hanging out. Because I've got a tattoo of a smiley face on my ass. And so I literally wear a nice button-up shirt and sweatpants to this party so I can just, anytime I want, just pop it out. I wanted to tell you guys that story because it's the 10-year anniversary of when I got that tattoo of a smiley face on my ass. And so the first night, 50 people saw the tattoo of a smiley face on my ass. And since then, it's over 750. And now you guys can count yourselves among them. Thank you. My name's Ken Newport. Good night.
Fun fact, a very important lesson that Ken learned is that tattoo became target practice real quick. Real quick. Do you guys understand the base of that joke? Yeah. Do we get what's happening? Are you raising your hand back there as if you know what I'm trying to joke about? Okay, I'm not going to make you explain it, don't worry. But I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Brandon, do you understand? Yep. All right, cool. Well then, since he understands, I'm going to bring him up next. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon King.
Somebody came on your ass. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't understand that. Damn.
Here he is.
I smoked the blunt before. How y'all doing tonight? This is in Europe? Is that what you said? This is in Europe? This recording? No. Everywhere, like world? Hello, world. This isn't the last time y'all gonna hear me. I just wanted to say that. Shit. I've been thinking. First off, I want to address the old people. Old people are great. Like, my grandmother was amazing. Big Mama, nobody was better than Big Mama. I just want to point that out. Like, old people are amazing. Old people are honest. I think that's why a lot of people don't like old people. Old people are honest. Like, one day, me and Big Mama was in Walgreens. And she went in there. We got in the line. This real big tall he was about 7'5", 3,465 pounds. And he stood next to Big Mama. So it's me, Big Mama, this Buick. And Big Mama is easily like 5 foot nothing on a good day. She looks up at him. She looks at me. She looks back up at him. She looks at me. Looks back up at him one more time. Looks at me and said, B, you keep eating, you're going to be a fat ass just like him. And you know what the man said? Yes, ma'am, Big Mama, and walked away because you don't disrespect Big Mama. Old people don't give a fuck. My grandfather is the president of his nursing home. How? I didn't know nursing homes had presidents. I just didn't. He's an old black man that's a nursing home of the president of a nursing home in Mississippi. So if that doesn't tell you Donald Trump not gonna win, I don't tell you what. I think it's fucked up that women always say men don't listen. Women always say men don't communicate well, right? The other day, me and my girl got into an argument, and in the middle of the argument, I just stopped talking. I was just done. I didn't want to talk about anything else. She was like, "Oh, you're not gonna talk about this no more? You're not gonna talk? Okay, see, you don't know how to talk about your feelings or the situation, but you know how to talk your way into getting your dick sucked." I was like, "Bitch, you don't have to throw that in my face. You don't." And she always throws some like fact about yourself that you don't want to know. She was just like, "And honestly, sir, I'm tired of smelling your balls." I was like, "Bitch." But we do try to communicate, ladies. Like, ma'am, I guarantee he tries to communicate with you at least once a day. Is that your man? Are y'all together? I don't want to put you on the spot, but I guarantee you that he tries to show that he cares about you. Have you ever heard of the 5 love languages? Anyone heard of the 5 love languages? There's 5 of them: receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and words of affirmation. Ladies, I found out a way you can do all of those things in one simple act. Suck his dick. That is the easiest. Because you think about it, you are doing so many things at that moment when you're sucking his dick. Not only are you getting physical touch and quality time out the way, but it's called giving a blowjob. So when you're giving him a blowjob, he's what? Receiving a gift. Those are three languages out the way already. Now, ladies, I know y'all get tired of us asking for it. I don't want to suck your dick. I see the light. I don't want to suck your dick. Oh my God, stop. Get it out my face. No. Like, we get it. We know. But you're honestly doing God's work. You are. You're doing God's work. It's an act of service. That's 4. That's 4. Now, I know y'all looking at me like, where is he gonna get words of affirmation? Now, I know me personally. If you sucking my dick good, I'm stupid. I'm like, oh, girl, you a fool. Oh, you stupid. Who taught you that? Who taught you that? Oh. And ladies, your response is usually like, you know, like, Thank y'all. My name is Brandon King. Thank y'all for that.
Yo, it's so hard to listen to Brandon tell those jokes when his wonderful girlfriend is just sitting right over there, being the innocent, wonderful human being that she is. How are you doing tonight? You having a good time? Good. Man, I was gonna be mean. I was gonna make a joke. I can't even do it. She's so nice, so I'm just going away. I know that's never happened. I know. Feel honored. Like that's never. No. All right. William Harden, everybody.
What's up, guys? Hey, first things first, give it up for the Market Lounge and Comedy Club. Give it up for all the comedians we've seen tonight. So where do we begin? It is 2020, and for some reason I feel like I'm living in the Stone Age. Me and everyone I know have turned into like cavemen. You don't believe that? Think about it for 1 second. At one point this year, everybody more than likely did one of two things. We either A, had to wipe our ass with something other than toilet paper, or B, we had to use our fucking caveman fists to fight off another human being for that last pack of toilet paper on the Walmart shelf. What's it gonna be, bitch? I'll tell you one person, though, that didn't have to worry about wiping his ass this year. Donald Trump. And I'm not just saying that because he's rich, and he probably does have someone wiping his own ass for him. But the reason he didn't have to worry about wiping his own ass is because I just saw him on TV last week arguing with another overgrown baby about which one has the bigger diaper, you know? 2020's kind of fucked up, though. Like, we went like 4 months without being able to do basic everyday stuff that we're so used to doing our whole lives. And this year has definitely given me a newfound like respect and appreciation for people who are in the service industry. So real quick, clap it up, keep it going for people in the service industry, the bartenders, the servers. And don't forget about the strippers. Oh God, the strippers. I'll tell you what, 2020, if nothing else, it makes me feel like a little toddler, like when you first learn how to walk and feed yourself. You know, when you're that young, you don't really appreciate how good those titties are until one day you just can't suck on them no more. And you're just heartbroken. And that was me. Let me ask you a question. What do you think all those sex workers did during like the lockdown to pay bills and stuff? I mean, they couldn't have all been selling pictures of themselves on Snapchat and OnlyFans, right? Like, you think they would have a side hustle for their side husle? Like a plan B, but one that didn't come in pill form? Who cares? Because when you think about it, every job is a sex profession, if you use your imagination right. Look at doctors. What do? They sit around all day, rubbing on titties, squeezing nut sacks like little clown balls, like... They'll stick their finger up someone's ass or a coochie. What about firemen? What do? They sit around all day playing with themselves until there's an emergency, and then they get a free pass to wave their big, long hoses around in public. And then they look like absolute heroes when they shoot their big, massive, wet load off in some random stranger's house. Oh, hey, we got any cops in the house tonight? Any law enforcement in the building? For real? I was like, wait a minute, I thought you drove a truck for a living. No, but the cops, those sick motherfuckers, what do? They dress up in these tight black outfits and they run around all day smacking people over the head with these big, long black sticks. They'll restrain you. They'll dominate you. Some of them will degrade you. They get off on it. They'll say crazy stuff to you like, stop resisting! You sexy little bitch. Get in my car. We're going downtown to the booty house, you little bad boy bitch. None of those are as bad as being a car salesman, though. Car salesmen are probably the biggest sex workers of all. Because those guys are just fucking everybody, am I right? Oh, speaking of people who like to fuck everybody, I broke up with my last girlfriend like 6 months ago. You can probably guess why. No, but me and her, we used to fight over like everything, most random stuff. I'm pretty sure she enjoyed it, like she got off on it. Every time we'd start fighting, I swear to God, it's like she'd start foaming at the lips. And I'm not saying she was a dog, because I wasn't talking about the lips on her face. Although there was this one time I said she was like a monkey at the zoo, and she got all pissed off about that. I'm like, she's asked me like, what's that supposed to mean? I'm like, baby, listen. You're like a monkey because you're cute and you're adorable, and I like watching you scratch your ass all day. But you know, you're like one of those monkeys at the zoo. You're easily excitable. Every time someone says or does something you don't like, you start jumping up and down and doing dumb shit. And God forbid, I'm the one that pisses you off. Because this chick loved to hold a grudge, and if we ever got to fighting, she'd never hesitate to just jump up and throw some shit in my face. Guys, my name is William Harden. You've all been great. Have a wonderful night.
So if I'm not mistaken, William Harden made his appearance last night at D's. Is that correct? Yeah. All right. So like, how are you still alive? And I don't mean that as in like a racial thing. I mean that as in like I've seen you speak before, right? And like sometimes I don't think you mean it, but sometimes it comes off a little. Oh dear God. Okay. Just make a joke like, all right, so I was talking to some black people, and black people sure are poor, aren't they? And then nobody laughs, and William's like, I don't understand why that wasn't funny. My father, grandfather, great-grandfather, and great-great-great-grandfather before him thought it was hilarious. I love you. No, hold on, let him strike back.
I don't recall telling a single racial joke up there at all. He did tell it though.
You know, that is the magic of white privilege, is never truly knowing. And I gotta say, my friend, Crown Dome. You know what I'm saying? I love you. This is I can't tell. Are you angry at me?
Are you mad at Donald Trump for paying more taxes than him?
Am I mad for paying more taxes than Donald Trump?
Yeah.
No, I'm more mad at him that as much as he says the N-word, we don't have it on tape. That's why I'm angry. Because he does. But why haven't we heard it? You know what I mean? Do you want to keep going, or are we good? Are you good? All right. Clap again for William Harden, everybody. Come on. And he talked back to me on stage, too, which I love. So clap for him one more time for talking back. Like that guy, right? Well, okay. All right. Let's sit down now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a minute. and we're happy to see him back. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. KC.
Man, he's right. I'm out the hood. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. When you said that the girl was a monkey, I was like, please, Lord Jesus, don't let her be black, because then I'd have been fucked up. I'd have been real fucked up. Hey, my man about the Chipotles, man, that you touched me, bro. My wife tried to do me in the other day, telling me, let's go to Chipotle. I said, hell no. I want my intestines in place. You know what the black version of Chipotle's is? White Castle. And our dumbasses still eat that shit. I still get a number 2, and I try to say no onion, like that shit ain't still gonna make me on the toilet for 4 hours. Like no onions. It's gotta be the onions. It's gotta be the onions. I know I'm 33. I know I don't look like it. We all know that black don't crack, right? You see a lot of dudes. You're like, I know he's 17. That motherfucker's 40. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a little secret that black people don't tell you. It's not really because black don't crack. It's because the guys that didn't sell drugs at an early age. That's what it is. And if he had a mom and a dad, he really, he's gonna live long. Yeah, in the hood, you gonna live extra long. You know what I'm saying? If you have a mom and a dad. I don't know. Yeah. See, y'all ain't laughing because y'all got mom and dads. That's common, y'all. But see, where I'm from, that was motherfuckers was mad at me about that shit. You got your mom and your dad. Man, I'm mad at me because shit, fuck. Trying to see what else. Oh man, in the hood too, man. Surprisingly, man, I was like, man, why do people want to join gangs? Because I'm like, I don't like rules. I hated rules. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like rules? Even as an adult, I hate rules. Like, I try to get away with it as much as possible. Like, I try to really drive without my license. Like, fuck that shit. If they pull me over, fuck it. Y'all left it at home. What? You gonna take me to jail? They probably would, but what I'm saying is, I'm like, man, like, I don't know about y'all, but like, gangs have more rules than schools and parents, I thought. And they have higher consequences. Like death. You know what I mean? You come up short in the product, you die. You disrespect the gang leader, you die. You don't do what they tell you to do? Hey man, I want you to off that motherfucker. Hey man, I just joined yesterday. Off that motherfucker. Guess what's gonna happen if you don't off that motherfucker? He dies. I mean, at least my parents will whoop me, you know what I mean? Bend over, we're gonna whoop you with a belt, 5 or 6 licks. My mama wasn't talking about, look, if you don't mop this motherfucking floor, I'm gonna kill your ass. Like, I never understood that, man. It was easy for me. I'm like, shit, I don't want to join a gang. I want to live. Man. I kind of mellowed out, even though I don't look older, but I am. I act a little older. When I was younger, I was an asshole. Like, real shit. When it came to women. Like, if I spent time with you, and you ain't even no pussy, that car ride home was going to be a bitch. And I lived in Gary, so they had hella potholes. I was hitting every pothole. Your window was rolled down in the winter. I ain't give a fuck if it was snowing. And I was hitting all the tight curves. I was, my ass was, bam, head was hitting that window. You don't give no pussy. God damn, you done came over, watched a movie with me. This was before Netflix and chill. Like, Netflix and chill, that's old. I mean, that was the number one. Hey, come over and watch a movie. That means we want to fuck, okay? We don't want to sit there and watch a movie that you want to watch. Because guess what, ladies? Y'all really think we want to watch that sentimental shit? Notice not a tear came out of my motherfucking eye. I'm just waiting for you to get soft enough to want to get closer to me. Or my thing was take her to a scary movie. Have her cuddle up with me. Oh, shit! Oh! I'm like, yeah. Yeah. But see, black women, man, they necks are strong. Like white guys, y'all get head all the time, probably, don't y'all? It's easy for y'all. White women necks, they don't have no. It just. Black women necks hard as hell. All right, y'all, that was my time. I see the red light. That was a good crowd. I'm not used to this. I'm usually people not here and shit. They do their jokes and leave.
All right, keep it going for KC, everybody. Man is gone a lot of the time, and we're glad he's here tonight. You guys ready for your next one? Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the best driver in Northwest Indiana, Mr. Alan Esquivel. I said Mr. Alan Esquivel, everybody. I said Mr. Alan Esquivel.
Woo. Shit. Yeah, what's up, guys? I just woke up at my drug dealer's house. I literally woke up and I was like, yo, where am I? And I was like, oh, cool, I'm by Sparky's house. And went into his closet and was like, yeah, I'm rocking this bitch tonight. So, this is my drug dealer's jacket. So, do you guys ever hang out with the drug dealer before? Yeah. Actually spend a full day? It's actually it's a whole different world these guys live in. They wake up at noon, 1 o'clock-ish, and, they're just chill. Their errands are not like everyone else's errands. He was telling me, hey, do you want to help me run some cars real quick? I was like, dude, I'm not, he's like, no, I got to just run bullshit errands. I'm like, all right, what the fuck? I got nothing better to do. He's got, an albino fucking pit bull. Everything in their house is white, all white and mirrors. So you know what kind of drug dealer he is. He definitely is not selling weed. So no tie-dye shirts there or anything like that. Everything was all disco, 70s, white, cocaine, gold. But anyways, so I'm like, hey, I gotta drop my car off. I gotta go do emissions and stuff like that. And, he's like, oh, dude, I gotta go get a new exhaust on my Hummer. Dude's got a huge-ass fucking real Hummer. He's getting tints on it. I don't get tints on my car. Fucking only drug dealers do that shit. So. But that being said, the thing is, drug dealers don't leave their house. They don't leave their compound. Everything is delivered into them. So when they actually go out into the real world, they're like, holy shit, where's this place been? I was like, dude, it's been here for 6 months. He's like, oh man, I don't leave the house. I was like, yeah, we know that. You're up till 7 in the morning. So. Anyways, they got sick clothes in their closet, so this is what I snagged from them. So, yeah. I said Mr. Allen. Have any of you guys ever been married or? Yeah. Oh, all right, that's cool. Sorry. I'm just getting over a divorce. We were fucking together for 15 years. She was crazy as hell. Yeah. And people were like, why were you with her for fucking 15 years if she was crazy as hell? And I'm like, well, for the excitement. Every day I would wake up, I'd be like, all right, bitch, what did I do last night that I'm in trouble for now? Okay, and I'd be like, if I, left the peanut butter out or ate a whole big bowl of ramen noodles and left the stove on and shit like that. So... But crazy. You know what the thing with crazy chicks is they love to fuck. And I think that's probably why we're really with them. Really, the crazier they are, the better they fuck. You don't ever get, oh, she's totally sane. No. Crazy bitches do shit to you that, you're like, I could deal with it. If you could stick your tongue that far up my ass, I will stay with you forever for 15 years. So, anyways, I guess that's just me. Everyone else most likely dates just like normal chicks. I like the crazy ones because they fuck really well. So, you know what? And I noticed there's a lot of people that have a lot of different names for dicks. You got your amateur, names for dicks, just, dick, cock, stuff like that. But, I kind of like the different names of like cocks. Like Disco Stick. I'm sure you guys got some like good names for dicks or anything like that. No. I call it like the Pocket Rocket, the Moby Dick, the Skin Flute. But speaking of that, I too also had sex with the bartender's wife. That was a desperate call right there. Desperate call for a joke, for a laugh. Just trying to get a laugh out of people. So I went to the low blow. Well, that's what I called her. So. But anyways, I gotta get off. I actually made it to the red light. There you guys go.
So a very dear friend and someone we all know and love, Rodney Revels, has a bit, and I believe it goes something like rich or drug money. And I want you to look at Alan, and I want you to ask why he was asking if people wanted to hang out with drug dealers, and I think it's because Alan's looking for some friends, everybody. Alan is looking for some friends, and not only that, it's election season, everybody. Come on, the political process, America. Aren't we excited? Yeah, that was a lie. I voted today. I was really excited that I voted today. I love the political process. I love everything about it. I love talking politics with people. I love having these discussions. I love seeing political trends. There is a political trend, if not a political inevitability, I'm seeing in front of me right now, and that is the way that Alan looks right now screams mayor of East Chicago, and I'm just saying, like, you gotta run. You gotta run. That's all I'm saying, everybody. La tiempo está ahora, right now, okay? Sí se puede. Shut up, white savior. God damn, man. I'm tired of dealing with white people, man. Like, tonight is the night. Thank you. Like, holy fuck. Do you have any idea how many white people tried to get me out of line voting today because the mere look of me just screams liberal douche? Like, so many people tried to get me to not vote today, and they were all white. All of them were white. Looked like you, except didn't speak Spanish because they weren't trying that hard to get laid, Ken Newpel. So, you gotta try hard sometimes. Il Calmo Downo, how about that shit? Fuck me. Guys, I've been on it tonight. Like, can we acknowledge the fact that I've been on it tonight? Like, please? We also acknowledge that was the most self-indulgent thing I've ever done in my entire life. So, you're right, that doesn't even crack top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, Coffee Black!
Nigga just went on a liberal rant and brought up a black dude. It felt like a fucking setup. Mike Banks, you were talking about Dean's chicken story, and it reminded me of your chicken story, sir. I'm black, Coffee Black, and I eat chicken. Been eating chicken my whole life. All kind of chicken. Swear to God, all kind of chicken. It's not a stereotype. Sometimes stereotypes are true. People get offense. I never took offense to chicken and watermelon because I eat both of them. They're delicious. And if you don't eat chicken and watermelon at the same time, something is wrong with you. Straight up. Mike invited me to a barbecue. It's true. It's a cookout. But because Mike is like a quarter black, he said barbecue. It indeed, in fact, was a cookout. There is a difference. Nigga, I get to the house, And Mike looks at me. He goes, "Well, I got there late, so the food was done. Everybody was like drinking, smoking the shit, chilling." And I walk in the kitchen, and Mike pulls out a Tupperware bowl, like a small Tupperware bowl of chicken. And he was like, yeah, Cough, I got some chicken right over here, got some chicken. And I was like, I'm looking at the chicken. I'm looking at the chicken, and I took offense. Just that quick, I forgot he was 25% black. I forgot he was 25% black because the way he presented the chicken to me and how the chicken looked, it felt like he was asking me to cook the chicken like the black guy had finally arrived. We can get the chicken on the grill. Again, it was the way it was presented and what the chicken looked like. The chicken, quite frankly, the chicken did not look like it was cooked. Okay, it was very still white and a little pink, maybe like a tannish, like slight, like bronzing of the chicken. The chicken looked like Jeff Webb naked, is what the chicken. And it was a drumstick. It was a drumstick, and it looked like, yeah. And then he was like, "Oh, hey, Cough, don't trip, dude. I got Lawry's in my cabinet. I got some Lawry seasoning, right? Like that's black, right?" And I was just looking at him like, "Fuck, dog. I'm gonna have to talk about you at the next Negro meeting. They're true. We do have them. It's called Black Twitter." I was watching Jerry Maguire this week. Y'all remember Jerry Maguire? Yeah. Well, oh shit, you do look like that little motherfucker from Jerry Maguire growing up. Oh. So you weren't as smart as you were in the movie then, because you're here at the market. I thought that dude was gonna be like an astrophysicist or some shit. Eating a fucking hot dog. That's what Hollywood will do to you, ladies and gentlemen. And I was watching that movie and shit. I watched it when I was a kid, just because I thought it was the shit, but I didn't know what the fuck I was watching as a kid. Like, Jerry Maguire was deep as fuck. Like, Cuba Gooding Jr., like, he got famous and he won that Oscar or whatever, that Golden Globe, you know, what up? Golden Globe. Listen, he black. It was a Golden Glove. It wasn't a Golden Globe. It was a Golden Glove. It wasn't a Golden Globe. I can promise you that. And he proved it with his latest arrest, whooping people's ass. No, but like, there's a portion in the movie where he be like, he's looking at Jerry and shit, and he wants Jerry to understand him. He wants Jerry to feel him. But not only does he want Jerry to feel him, he's letting Jerry know, do you feel me? He's asking, wanting, and trying to receive it all at the same time. And it was great because it was like the most outlandish black shit from a black actor that was absolutely true ever caught on film. When he's like, you know, Jerry, I want you, Jerry, you know. And I was like, damn, I know, Rod. I know. While I was sitting there, I was like, I feel this nigga right now. Like, I feel, black people, we are emotional. I'm an emotional guy. I'm a hugger. Like, I like to hug. I like to bring a motherfucker in for the real thing. Give him some love. I'm an emotional guy, man. I'm a good guy. I'm a great guy. That's the light. And you can find out next week the rest of this fucking goddamn dissertation I just did. Thank you, Jeff Webb. I'm Coffee Black.
Man, watching white people interact with black people in Valparaiso is my funniest thing. Because this guy's just sitting over here, like Coffee said something, and he just starts Arsenio hauling for no reason. He's like, what do I do? I don't know how to do anything. Are we good? Are you good? Is this how you respond to this? He's telling me an emotional story about his background. Like, are we good? You know that I'm with you right now, right? That's what we're doing. All right, cool. I think we're good now. I think I can stop it, but I've gone past the point of no return. All right, you guys ready to bring this shit home? Yeah! All right, we got one more for you. I've already made the jokes, so I'm not going to do any more. You know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Billy D. Dodaro.
Laugh at me? Not a comedian. Fuck, this year's almost like carnivore diet. Fuck white people. I recently started the carnivore diet, which is the whitest thing I've ever done. You guys know what the carnivore diet is? No? It's when you only eat meat. Which is cool, because that's pretty much all I ate anyway. Except for once. I was working a night shift in a hospital's intensive care unit. That was the only time in my adult life I've ever eaten a vegetable. I believe her name was Susan. Mixing it up. I grew up in an all-black neighborhood. We were the only white family on the block. But we had an interracial couple living next door. Black dude with a white wife. Which normally would make sense, but she was really attractive, so obviously he was with her for more than her credit score and tax return. And she would walk around in a bikini next to their pool all summer long. I never left my backyard, just trying to get a look at those beautiful white tits. And they had an adorable 3-year-old mixed-race child. And one day he ended up drowning in that pool. And ever since then, I have never been asked to babysit again. Only 2 claps? Autumn, my favorite time of year. Bonfires, pumpkin spice lattes, basic bitches wearing flannel. You still got flannel on, Steve. Columbus Day, Thanksgiving. My favorite holidays, the ones that celebrate the slaughtering of indigenous people. And I've always been fascinated with Native American history. So recently, I wanted to walk a mile in their shoes. So I bought a pair of moccasins. And then I grabbed my smallpox blanket, chugged a bottle of whiskey, beat my squaw, and passed out in a cornfield. You know, the authentic Native American experience. I dated a Native American woman once, but anytime we'd go out to eat and I'd make reservations, she'd get homesick. She loved to dance too, but every time we'd go out dancing, it'd start to rain. I seen an article about Latin kids getting lost at the border, getting thrown in cages, and then they'd end up disappearing. There's been over 1,500 missing Latin children this year. And that makes me sad. Because those kids are taking good jobs from American kids. Because now if my kid wants to be a sex worker, I got to pony up a bunch of cash and send him to a Catholic school like my parents did to me. And they did because, as I stated, I grew up in a rough neighborhood, being the only white family on the block. And they thought I'd be safer fighting off Father Bad Touch than fighting all the brothers in the public school. And it was all right for a little bit, but the school was just way too segregated. There was only one black family, which on the plus side gave us little white kids a chance to play basketball. We were pretty good too. By my 8th grade year, I ended up winning the league championship, the highlight of my childhood athletics. And we had one play we ran the entire season. Our coach called it, get it to the black kid. Brandon, tell him it's okay.
It's okay.
You guys can laugh. Outside of school, it was different, though, because all my friends were black. And I know they kept me around as the token white kid to talk to the police if they ever needed me to. And that worked for a little bit until one night we were out at a club, and I had an unregistered firearm on me, and it ended up getting raided. So I started to panic because, if you haven't noticed yet, I am far too pretty to go to prison. And looking for an exit, just trying to figure out a way to stay out of trouble. And then I remembered the words of my junior high basketball coach. Get it to the black kid. That's why I'm here today, and DeMarcus Jackson is a felon. You got me a light? You're good. Yeah, you want it? You want it back? You want it? And this? Okay, thank you. I like your haircut. Did we just become best friends?
Billy Dodaro, everybody, keep it going for him. All right, there are a lot of words here. Everybody have a good time tonight? Good. So, in case you hadn't noticed the extra recording equipment on the stage this evening, our open mic nights will be simulcast via earcandyradio.com, everybody. So we're moving up in the world. With that being said, if any of the comedians would like a copy of the show, you can download it at earcandyradio.com. If you need an MP3 of just your bit, email this gentleman right here. You can come up and talk to him after the show. We're already showing Canadian listeners, United Kingdom listeners, and of course USA listeners, everybody. So if you thought that it was going to take you a long time to get canceled, now's your chance for it to happen. I'm providing that as an opportunity for you, and we're going to get it started with Billy Dodaro, because I think if anybody's going to get canceled via an international broadcast, it's going to be him. So we have a good time tonight. Let's keep that shit going, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Good night.
I don't.